months of 2025 have vanished, and your goals that you set at the start of the year, you have to look back and see, are they even a reality? The question is, what are you going to do about it though? Because most people say new year, new me, new diet starts on Monday, and push everything off till the next year. But the real top 1%ers, what do? They take responsibility on their shoulders and do everything possible to put themselves in the positions that they need to be in. I want to get real with you guys for a second. A year ago, I started sales. I was just like you. I did not know what direction to take. I was watching countless of free resources, but all it did was make me confused. But when I actually committed to mastery, I followed an exact step-by-step plan that got laid out for me, that was when everything changed. And that's why I want to change everything from you. For the past year, I've been able to make $1 million in straight commissions. I've been able to collect over $7 million for 7th level, become the #1 representative for 15 months straight. I've been able to do all this by committing to mastery. The question is, are you going to commit? Because on October 15th, I'm doing a live training for 90 minutes. We're going to break down the exact step-by-step process of how I made $30,000 in my first ever month selling and $1 million in my first year selling anything. The choice is yours. Are you going to be the person who says, I'll do it next year? Or are you going to be the person who takes responsibility, commits, and shows up? Now, if you do not want to be there, I do not want you there. There's only 500 slots available. There's going to be the elite of elite salespeople who are committed to mastery that are going to be there. The question is, are you going to be there? So if I'll see you there, click the link in the description, sign up, and we'll see you there.
Funding required, that's going to be for the program, which typically comes in around 9,800, so 9,800 if you could write that down. Do you feel like that structure, though, could actually help you with getting to where you need to be?
Yeah, I think the structure would be helpful. The cost seems pretty high based on my current financial situation. So I'm going to give you a cost objection there, but
That's fair.
yeah, I definitely have some stuff I have to take care of financially, and
Sure.
that's going to be, like a big amount.
Okay. Is it just a cost? You do feel like the structure can help you with getting to where you need to be?
Yeah, I'd be optimistic about it. I don't think I'd know for sure until I was actually in it, but
Yeah, well, how will you ever know, right? I don't think anyone
yeah.
ever is going to get the results till they do it. I guess the biggest thing is there's two types of people: the people who always stay optimistic, never do anything, or the person who does, who typically gets further in lifetime.
Well, yeah.
Because it just
I
depends
mean,
on what you view the money, right? Because what most of our successful clients do is they don't view it as like a problem; they view it more as like a symptom. Because once you have the skills, what will also come with those skills?
well, yeah. I mean, that's the goal would be that you're obviously it's an investment. You're trying to recoup that back based on your skill level.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go, right? I guess what I can help you with is the investment. What I can't help you with, though, is the actual commitment to be willing and wanting to change. This is something you're 100% committed to.
I wouldn't say 100% because to be completely honest with you, I'm not enjoying this role a whole lot. And if I stick with it, I have to be 100% committed to it.
Well, this is the thing,
But
because I guess what's really important is, regardless of the role, I'm not saying you committed to the role, but are you committed to learning?
yeah,
Because what's going to happen if you leave this role, what are you going to need to be able to be successful in the next role that you go into?
yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, if I stay in sales, I'm definitely committed to mastering it. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
what's
I
typically
don't
what?
know that I'm ready for that level of commitment at this point. Yeah, yeah. Let me give some thought to it. I mean, I like the concept. The cost is considerably more than I thought it would be. So I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna think about it.
Oh, oh my God. Salesperson, give me a thinking objection. What's going
Yeah,
on over here?
sure you never heard that one before,
Never
right?
heard that one before. Oh my God. Could be trouble. So what's behind that? Because I know we get that objection a lot. You get that objection a lot. So you know there's something always behind it.
Yeah, it's well, it's truly financial because I do have financial stuff I have to take care of. And then um probably a bit of wondering how much it's actually going to help based
Yeah,
on
that's fair.
how
I
effective
appreciate
it's actually going to be.
two things you mentioned. I guess one of the things when it comes to finances, what I would say to that is if you learn the skills, what's going to happen to your finances, regardless of where you are in the company, in this company or another company.
Well, I mean, if it's working, obviously it's gonna
You tell me
help.
why,
But
why wouldn't it work? We have
yeah,
over 33,000 testimonials. Jonathan
yeah,
Baldwin gonna be that one guy who comes in, does all the work, and doesn't get the results? I don't think so, man. The thing is, you'll never know until you try it and you actually do it. Again, there's the two types of people: the people who always stay skeptical, never do anything, or the people who overcome that skepticism.
yeah,
But it's hard. I understand it's hard to overcome that skepticism because you're making a decision based on where you are, which is not in the place where you want to be. Because if you make a decision based on the guy who you want to be, who's doing 200 grand a year, who's been able to do things that he needs to for himself, his family, what would that guy do in this position right here, right now, though? Does he invest in himself, in his skills, and overcome the adversity, or does he let it overcome him?
Yeah, I think it's about finding what that direction is. I don't know a whole lot about your program. I know there's a ton of like sales trainers and different companies and a lot of people that are doing this.
What would cause you to be that one guy who doesn't get the result?
Well, I don't know that I would be the one guy.
Can you commit to showing up every day, putting 30 minutes in a day so you can get a better outcome for yourself and your family?
Yeah, the time commitment's not an issue.
Okay. So if you can commit to
Yeah.
time, I don't see any issue why you wouldn't get the result. But again, there's two options, man. You stay skeptical and do nothing, or you be the guy who overcomes that skepticism and does something because he knows he wants a better future. Because the guy who does nothing typically doesn't move anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of tools for training improvement and all that.
There is, yeah. But that's why you came here, right? Because you're smart. You know that you could go down the way where you just like watch YouTube videos and hope that you get the result. Or you be the guy who gets coaching, like anything. Like if you go to the gym, you get a personal trainer, you get results in 90 days rather than 2 years. Because the longer it takes for you to get the result, you know the amount of money you're going to be leaving on the table just isn't worth the ROI.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am also the type of person that takes some time to make some decisions. So
And I'm also a person that is a coach that will help you overcome that objection in your conversations and to help you overcome it. You know what's really key about it? Crazy, right? You overcoming it yourself. You being the guy, when you get on a conversation, not giving the same objection that you want us to help you overcome. Because what happens is if you give that objection, you're going to start believing that objection. The more you believe it, the harder it is to overcome. But in this program, we're going to be asking you to do things, not that are comfortable, that are uncomfortable for you. Because humans grow from a place of comfort or uncomfort.
generally uncomfort.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah.
This is a crazy idea for me as a coach to challenge you, to put you in that position, to grow and make a different decision so you can get a different result for yourself and your family.
It's a good pitch.
I'm not that cool. I just want to help you.
Yeah, I appreciate your time, John, but I need to take a step back and kind of process everything.
Process what? To be exact.
I don't know. To be honest, it does feel a little salesy. Like I don't like when I go in to buy a car, I don't like to be pressured. I like to come in and say, here's the numbers I want. And
Whoa, wait. You said something really important. Pressured. Because am I doing this to you or for you?
both. You're doing
Okay.
it for me with your own intentions. Well, I'm in sales, I understand. Like
Well, if you
You
think
gotta
about
get
it, right?
the
Because
sale.
like when you make a sale, what does it do for the client? It gets them what they actually were looking for, right? Because no
Yeah.
one jumps on a call, waste an hour of their time because they're not looking for sales training. You jumped on a
Well,
call
yeah.
psychologically felt like you needed it, right? So what we're trying to help you do is overcome your belief system and way of thinking, because to get a different result, you have to have a different way of thinking, which is life, right? This is the thing though. You're looking at it like I'm doing it to you, I'm doing it for you, because once you learn the skills, what's going to happen?
Yeah, if it's effective, then and that's what I'm looking at. If it's it would be an effective investment if you get that return. But it's yeah, no, I'm definitely interested. I just
I'm not saying you aren't. What I'm saying is that you're giving an objection that you're asking us to overcome and help you overcome. What type of trainers are we for the same people who, when you give that objection, say, yeah, man, go ahead, think about it, go speak to your dog, do whatever you want to do? What kind of people are we to help you if it's the same objection that you're getting that you kind of overcome with your prospects and you're leaving sales on the table because of that?
Mhm.
Would you want me to just sit here and just let you go and think about it, do the same thing prospects do?
No, I guess I was expecting more of like an information. I know you guys are a sales company, so I shouldn't expect to be. I should not expect to be having a sales
Yeah.
conversation, but
Yeah. Crazy idea, eh?
but yeah, I was I guess I was expecting more of like a hey, this is like what we do. It's like more of an informational thing, and then
Yeah.
decide. But
But it's always
I mean,
things that we expect, or some of the things that we don't expect in life, right? But
yeah,
again, it's not easy, but it's also hard to make this decision. But in the same regard, it's also hard for you to put yourself in a position where you're making 200 grand a year which only a small percentage of America can even make that amount of money, to change yourself and your family's life. That's a hard thing to do, man. Tell you from experience. But you also have to make hard choices, hard decisions to get there. Because if we always do things comfortably, like we always do things, what result are we going to keep getting?
Yeah, and I don't do things comfortably. I definitely, take on additional challenges and change my perspective and
Sure.
all that.
Yeah. What's going to help you change your perspective?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm looking into this. I think it's possibly going to be. I know it sounds like I just want to think about objection, but I am like the type of person I just need to process everything and
Because that's how you always do
really
things, right?
figure it out. Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
again,
That's how I do. That's how I do everything. I buy a car, a house, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I take.
and that's fine.
I-
The thing is that our
Yeah.
actions lead us to places where we are in life. So your actions, the way you make decisions, have led you to here. But to get to here, you can't make the same decisions, and you can't always do things the same way. For me,
Yeah. No, and
you're
I
gonna
agree.
want-
There's changes that need to be made, and that's why I'm having this conversation.
It
with you,
starts
but-
with the decision-making process, and you can't make the decision-making process based upon where you are, but where you want to be. Because the guy who's doing 200 grand a year, does he look at 4 grand for sales training to put himself in a better position, something he should think about, or something he just does because he knows it's going to put him in a better position?
Yeah.
So if that guy would do it, what do you feel like you need to do?
I think part of the problem is that I'm just so new in this role that I'm trying to like gauge everything and see if just get a feeling for everything. I'm just a little overwhelmed at the moment with because I am doing sales training within the organization as well. I went through like an hour of reviewing calls today and going through all that. So I mean, I do have good internal support.
But what's the worst case scenario? You leave this company, you invested in training, and you still have the skills necessary to go into any offer and crush it. Because we train over 182 different industries. The neuroemotional persuasion questions, that's why it's called NEPQ. That's how you can get those outcomes and continuously be successful in different industries.
Mhm.
But how will you ever know if you don't put yourself into position to at least do so? What do you typically get paid per sale on average, would you say?
Well, like I said, I've only been there a few weeks, so
I'm sure you know your commission structure, right? Like you know what you would get once you
Yeah.
get a sale.
yeah, I mean that's obviously easily like one sale or less. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
with all this training, a 55-hour training portal, 2 group coaching calls a week from like top 1% people in your industry, you're gonna get at least 1 extra sale a month?
Yeah, I would imagine.
I would hope so too.
Oh.
I'd be selling it if you couldn't.
Yeah.
So I think you could, right? But again, you have to take that step because if you don't, you never know. So let's do this. I'll send you this link. Let's check what they give you. If they give you something that is feasible, we can go ahead and help you out. I sent you in the Zoom chat.